Hi, I'm Abigail. I'm a fourth-year psychology major and education minor. My journey with mental health started my senior year of high school. I was struggling with a pretty bad depression, but at the time I just thought, oh, it's the high school blues about graduating and going to college. Eventually, it got to the point where we decided that I should go see a psychologist and just find out what was happening and see if we could find a treatment. When I got to college, it only escalated. I was sleeping a lot and I didn't have any motivation. And it was just really hard for me to grapple with the fact that I was struggling with a depression because I had always been known as someone who was bubbly and joyful. I decided to take some time off of school, my spring quarter of my first year, and just seek help. I sought out help from a therapist and from my family. Connection with others was really hard at first because it was hard to come to someone and say, hey, I'm struggling with being sad all the time and just feeling very hopeless and what's the point? But the moment that I did connect with someone and I opened up and said, this is what I'm struggling with, and I was very vulnerable, their reaction to me of, oh, Abigail, we love you so much despite this, it made me feel okay talking about what I was going through. It was the connection with my parents that was super helpful. Just their loving and their understanding of what was happening, that they were so graceful and compassionate towards me. It was the relationships that I had here at Santa Barbara that brought me back with my church community and health and wellness. I felt known and cared for, even when I didn't feel like I could know or care for myself. And in the end, that was what helped me overcome a really bad episode of depression and anxiety. So the advice I have for people comes in two waves. The first wave is the person that's struggling with mental health. Take a moment and think about that person in your life who is steadfast and that you know will help you every step of the way. For me, it was my mom and my dad. They stood by me and they said, okay, first, we're gonna get you into a therapist. Second, we'll get you in to see some of that medication. Third, we're gonna just sit with you and talk. We wanna hear about your aspirations, we wanna hear about your dreams, we wanna hear about what's happening in your heart, and we wanna work through that together. And so for people that maybe aren't struggling with their mental health, but they have a close friend or family member that is, take them out to ice cream or coffee. Ask them how they're doing, and ask the super weird question of, how's your heart? And just being accountable, holding to your word that you're gonna be their friend and that you're gonna be their partner and their solid foundation while they're going through this really hard time. I think that the connection between either family member and person that's struggling with mental health or friends and person that's struggling with mental health is one of the biggest keys to helping break the stigma. That connection with someone can make the difference in